There is a growing trend amongst cosmologists which involves reading the Vedic texts regarding interconnectedness or oneness, how all things are linked and interrelated. It is similar in principle to the way the universe works. Our atoms were once in the celestial sun nurseries, as are the atoms that make up trees, rocks, water, everything. What the cosmologists discover along the way are the ideas of differing conscious states, Satchitananda and Atman, Brahman. Sat, Chit, Ananda, it means existence, consciousness, bliss. It is this that's the unchanging, ultimate reality that is Brahman, or God. Atman, Brahman. Brahman is God, and we each have God in us. The substance of all life is Brahman, which is found in each and everything. However, the all-pervading Brahman when found in the living item is Atman. So an individual is Atman and all life collectively is Brahman. E.g., Atman is a drop of water, whereas Brahman is the ocean. Now when cosmologists read of these concepts they begin to realize that not only is the Brahman, Atman principle identical to how the universe works, but that, potentially, the universe is actually conscious. The concepts of Satchitananda, Atman, Brahman, or representing the three states of consciousness, and Turiya feature throughout the Upanishads and Advaita texts, and it leads these cosmologists to a perspective, albeit a spiritual one, which is eerily parallel to how the cosmos lives and works. Some eventually become spiritually inclined and in essence, start to wonder if the cosmos is indeed conscious, by journeying along what would be called Turiya. By journeying through Turiya, one may understand their Atman nature and enter Sat Chitananda, existence, consciousness, and bliss. From the same Advaita texts it suggests that you are realizing that you are God. By knowing you are Atman, you therefore are one with Brahman, which is the Atman-Brahman concept. Understanding that the cosmic life force in you is the same as that within the Brahman, the universe, is known as Purusha. In cosmological terms, this is the same as realizing that your atoms and cells are born from the cosmos. Not only are you in the universe, but you are the universe. Moreover, you are a conscious part of the universe, realizing that you are the universe looking at itself and experiencing the thoughts from the perspective of your very self. It's almost as if you know and realize that the universe is experiencing what thoughts and consciousness you have, a bit like watching a home movie. When it comes to consciousness, it's thought that consciousness has a few states. According to which school you look at, there are 3, 4 or 5 states. In summary they are expressed as the following in their quantitative values. There are 4 frequency parentheses, beta, alpha, theta and delta. Beta 15 to 40 Hz conscious living, thinking, awake. Alpha 9 to 14 Hz meditation, relaxation, daydream, between subconscious and conscious thought. Theta 5 to 8 Hz sleep, dreaming, suggestive state, less awareness of physical world. Delta 1 to 4 Hz deep relaxation, sleep. One may experience a waking delta state whereby you are aware you are asleep and view passing thoughts, dreams consciously although technically sleeping. Turiya is the link, path, journey that links and unites these states, whereas the term Om represents the conscious states collectively. If you experience the waking delta state, you will experience the following. You are watching your thoughts and pictures in your consciousness but from outside. It's a little like you know you are the universe and merely watching what thoughts you perceive and have from a perspective that is external to you even though you know that you are still in your mind. Simply, you understand that you are a droplet of water watching the ocean from the ocean's perspective yet aware that you are both droplet and ocean all at once. This is the Atman-Brahman concept. The Vedic texts also say that Purusha is the size of your thumb and located where your heart is. What is Purusha? The cosmic being or self, awareness, the universe being in every atom, and having been made in the stars of the universe. It is not the heart, it is what your heart is made of and the life, blood that pumps through the heart to keep you alive, in a physical sense. In this way, Purusha is like God, the creator and sustainer of life being in every atom in the universe, and therefore the universe being not in you, but being you. Although Purusha is a concept likened to God, I do not believe that I am God. For me, God is undefined and simply, just is. However, I am a living conscious part of the universe and the universe, both at the same time, for there is only one, for we are one. God is this, to me, but superior and beyond this universe as well as being this universe at the same time. It's only my point of view, and I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, it's simply my perspective. For me to believe I am God would be delusion, Maya, illusion. I am what I am just as God is what God is, yet this is how I am made, in His image, in Judeo-Christian belief. When one is in the Turiya state and realizes the Atman, Brahman concept, or its equivalent in their own understanding, this is a transcendent peace, understanding and illumination, or enlightenment experience. Another way of understanding this to think of a road. You are traveling along the road of consciousness and come across a roundabout. The first turn off is relaxation, the second is deep sleep, and the third is the road you are currently traveling along. So the three states are the junctions and the roundabout itself is Turiya. So the idea is to travel the road, take each turning as relevant and necessary, but realizing that all three turn-offs and the roundabout are one superior state of consciousness enabling you to experience wakefulness, relaxation and deep sleep all at once and not as separate forms of consciousness. When one is conscious within each state with the ability to understand that you are in all states at once, this is Turiya. To help cultivate this type of thought, imagine you are going on holiday. You plan the journey, hotel and transfers. You travel to the country and arrive at the hotel. You unpack your clothes into the wardrobes. Then you wake up and know it was merely a dream. Now, whatever happens on the holiday, you will not know about, as you are awakened. The holiday is still happening, but only in the dream. You are unaware of what's happening in this dream holiday as you are conscious only of your current reality. However, when you go back to sleep, you may begin to perceive what is currently happening on holiday, for you are there now. When you awake, the holiday continues to progress in the dream realm, but once more you're unaware of what is happening there, as the only reality you're aware of is the reality you are currently conscious of. Once you perceive this, you can progress to doing the following whilst awake. When you are doing seemingly mundane and routine, consciously consider that what is presently happening is only a dream, an illusion. Look about you and imagine that all this now is an illusion and merely a dream. Once you grasp this, and progress practicing the aforementioned that you are the universe watching as you, that this is merely one perspective, and if you wanted to, you could choose to see the current reality through the eyes of a cat, a bird, a tree or another person. After all, everything has been born from the universe. The atoms inside all things have been forged in the celestial star nurseries in the cosmos, which have eventually resulted in forming the planet, all life, water, rock, air, etc. So if you can imagine waking up to realizing your current conscious experience is merely a dream, as the universe, you may choose which perspective to view it from: man, woman, plant, animal, etc. It will be essential to meditate as part of your daily routine though. Through self-hypnosis, one may induce the state by saying, silently in the mind to yourself, the word you choose to enable the stage or state you require. Personally, I would keep your keywords private and personal and something easy to remember. This will work, as I have done so myself. An interesting anecdote here. I once had my brain activity monitored at James Cook Hospital, Middlesbrough, to see if there was any issue in my brain. I was asked to slow my breathing down, so they could see my brain activity whilst relaxed as well as active. The nurse practitioner asked me to do this gradually, as the first time it was too fast. Afterwards, the doctor asked which way I achieved the relaxed state so quickly, and I explained that over a period of time, I had fixed keywords to achieve certain states of meditation relatively quickly. For hypnosis and meditation are essentially only a hair's breadth apart in concept. In essence, the above is how one journeys through Turiya. It is the very linking of conscious states through awareness. When the practitioner undertakes this, a fundamental question arises: if I am a conscious being and the universe expressing itself as me, then surely the universe is conscious, isn't it? To each is their own answer, but after studying this concept it becomes plausible that the universe is indeed conscious. It is in this way that Turiya helps cosmologists understand the potential of a conscious universe. The journey may not be a meditative one, but it's certainly been contemplative, as they've now studied the subjects of Atman, Brahman, Satchitananda, the conscious states summarized in Om and Purusha. Through considering what they are made of, from whence they came and how the universe is experiencing consciousness through their self, these ancient concepts are still an essential argument for the existence of God and/or a conscious universe and how it intrinsically pervades all things. When analyzed in terms of an act of faith, the same principles apply, all things being conscious and individual yet having the universe inside. It actually helps us understand how many aspects are consciously working as one to achieve the result. All that is really occurring is what Christ says in the Bible: "For where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there am I with them," Matthew 18:20. When it comes to the power of prayer, we are taught that the more people that agree with the request, the better. Those praying not only pray for the outcome to happen but actively believe it has already come to pass, so much so that thanks is given for it having already occurred. This all may sound odd and you will be curious as to how it relates to the principles I've been explaining, but allow me to go further. Understand and believe that you are a living part of the universe, with your atoms having come from the universe, with the same life force in you as is in the cosmos. When you believe that an outcome or opportunity has already happened, prior even to the asking of, then who has asked? The universe or you, for the same power that is in the universe, is also in you. It's what I refer to as the power of 3. It appears everywhere, in all manner of things. Past, present, future, mind, body, spirit, solid, liquid, gas, photon, wave, particle, good, bad, expedient, cosmos, reality, quantum realm, positive, negative, neutral, man, woman, child. All of these things seem like they're separate, but they aren't, for they are each their own thing but also one. For example, past, present, future are each their own thing, but all the time, mind, body, spirit, each an aspect yet all are one person. So when you and the universe ask for something, it's 2 things asking for and praying for it, as well as one. Being conscious of this will aid you in understanding that the answer to your prayer and the universe's prayer is that it is happening. The universe is doing it. It is not I, nor anyone that's doing it, merely the universe doing it. I can hear people asking how these things are related, as it may not be immediately apparent to them, so I shall try to explain another way. You look in a mirror. You are conscious of yourself looking at your image. Your child comes in the room. You both look at your reflections. Your child has come from you and has part of your DNA in them. The child asks you for a biscuit. You give them the biscuit. However, if the child is of you, have you not just asked yourself for a biscuit? The mirror makes it appear that you are 2 separate people, looking at a reflection, but really, you and the child are one. In the same way, you could suggest that the parent is Brahman, the child is Atman. To go further, you are the universe and the child a product of the universe. Yet however it is expressed, one comes from, or is, a product of the other. So when a part of it asks, it actually is the whole asking for it as well. The 2 is an illusion, for all are one. If you and the child ask for a drink, there's actually 3 people asking: the parent, the child and the universe. Being conscious of this is transformative. And following the journey of that consciousness, from the conscious child through to the conscious parent, to their conscious parent, and theirs also, is the same as Turiya. It's the unity of consciousness as it travels through levels of awareness back to its source. So next time something happens, try thinking about it from a different perspective. The universe is experiencing a cup of coffee, driving a car, traveling in a plane, eating a meal. When you eventually awake to the nature that you are the universe, you will realize that all things are just an extension of you. That other person you see is merely another perspective of the universe. Both are of the same universe. They are not separate, they are one. Take the journey and study the conscious you and where it comes from, for the Nexus is where your beliefs begin.